action. From Woodland Hills, we're here at AMF Woodlake for the title matches of the scratch division of today's JBT event. Top seed Travis Hewitt has a 9-pin lead after opening with the double. Make that a 19-pin lead with an authoritative stomp after that triple. Oh, let me go make that one for you right now. You orange cap wearing freak. Oh, sorry. Cut. Take 3. Oh, we're publishing that immediately. Mark Myers is Travis's opponent. He's got spare strike to open up the title match. He can close to within 9 if he can double up here. If you've never watched him bowl before, watch the maximum power of the two-handed delivery. You bet. 10 in the pit. He's anywhere near the pocket. That bowling ball's got a really good chance of carrying. He's got 5th and 6th career JBT titles, won in a doubleheader sweep back at Canyon in February. Wants to win number 7 right here. The mechanics of the two-handed delivery. He's a small guy, so he's got to take really fast, almost racing steps. The left hand stays on the ball almost until the point of the release. The right thumb is not in the ball. It's maximum power. That ball left to target the whole way. Kind of lucky to only leave the 4. Different ways to attack a bowling lane, going against Travis, who's got a fairly low rev rate. Relies a little bit more on accuracy. You're always balancing accuracy and power. Mark's by default a little less accurate, but makes up for it with all that power on the ball and almost gets a little sloppy and misses that 4-pin. Myers won the semifinal 217 to 203 over Dan Patty. Yet another of the NorCal invaders from this weekend. Patty got by Luis Perez 212 to 209 in the round 2, and Perez opened up with a 259-237 battle over Matt Cormack. See Travis with a lower rotation, so and a flat 10 for him there. So he's able to play a little more direct on the lane. If you watch Travis's ball 10 times, I bet you it stays within 3 or 4 boards at the laydown point every single time. A very accurate player. 1 career JBT title to his credit earlier this season. Cross lane, hard and straight with plastic at the spare, no trouble at all. Leads by 10 through 4 frames. A whole crew of NorCal bowlers came down here this week and tore apart the tour. 2 of them made the title match yesterday. Travis a 3rd today. Mark had to strike in the 10th of the semifinal game, or else Dan Patty would have been the 4th. See that great follow through from Travis. Oh, and great break for Travis. He goes right through the middle and gets the pins to roll over to the 6th spin and take it out. A little bit lower scoring pace than yesterday, but still a pretty darn high score. You had to be plus 50 to make the cut today. That's a 210 average just to be in the top half of a youth tournament. So these guys tore up both patterns this weekend. Expect that to cease. All the invitationals will be on very demanding lane conditions. Oh, real nice break getting the 9 to fall out of that. Mark never happy unless he's got 300, 300, 300. His body language tells the story there. Cranky little son of a gun sometimes, no way around that, but it's sort of a self-motivational cranky. As soon as, you know, the heat of the competition's over, he's usually got a smile on his face, but while he's bowling, nothing less than perfection will work for him. Hard to remember, hard to realize it was only a little over a year ago where Mark was complaining that he wasn't ever going to win a JBT title, as he had a lot of bad luck in finals. Would a couple times led tournaments in a match play format in like a 1 versus 16 type of thing and kept losing those matches. That's all in the past. This is a multi-time champ now. There's a little two-handed pin action as he falls off that shot and gets the light hit to tickle. Travis dominated this tournament. He's led since round 4, went over plus 400 today. 400 up is pretty rare with us. Third bowler this weekend to be 400 up. Travis today, Wesley yesterday, and of course Scott Boyle yesterday, who had a legitimate crack at our all-time 8-game record yesterday. Oh, that ball was noticeably slower, and he pays the ultimate price for it, going through the head pin and leaving the big old 4-6-10. Well, what you got to do is get the ball to the right of that Pepsi can, right above the 6 pin. Have that other Pepsi drive into the Pepsi on the left.
And not have the camera on.
Yes. Mark has made a 4-6-10 in the title match, but you wouldn't know it because Riley Dempsey was taping that day and was watching the crowd instead of Mark making the split. So, trust me, it happened. I know. I was very frustrated. So with that mistake, Myers grabs the lead by a stick here with 4 frames to go. Travis is in the top 5 in our season-long points race, a great accomplishment for someone who's got to travel a long way to do so, but unfortunately he's going to miss the Invitational because he's got 2 finals on Saturday of the Invitational. That is I hereby condemn the Cal State, whatever he goes to, school system for having UC Davis. Listen, UC Davis, get your act together. Finals on a Saturday is completely unacceptable and it's going to rip apart the moral fabric of this country. Thank you.
I'd rather pass.
We'd rather you bowled.
I wish I could.
There you go. All that power, not enough to get the 2 pin to roll that time. So, we'll remain a 1-pin game if he spares up this single pin. First visit to Woodlake, a real nice 32 laner out here in the west end of the San Fernando Valley. The last regular season SoCal event of the year, top 32, plus anybody with the top 5 move on to the invite. Next month at the Bowlium in Montclair for $1,000. Bowlers also trying to get into the top 20 to get eligible for the TPC, our biggest and most prestigious event of the year. While other bowlers made their move into the top 5 to get exempt for the Invitational Finals. Lots going on this time of year. No doubt about that one. Interesting thing about Myers is that even though he has all that rotation, he likes playing a fairly tight line. He's kind of got to stay in whatever oil he can find, or else that ball's just going to hook straight off the lane. So even though their rev rates are polar opposites, they're kind of playing on top of each other as far as where they're playing on the lanes. You would think that Travis would be way further right. That's not the case this time. Yeah, big double from Hewitt gives him the lead back. Mel made the mistake in the 6th to give up the lead and retakes it there with that double in the 8th frame. Next up is the all-important Foundation 9.
Somebody could trip.
That a girl, orange cap. Lord knows we don't want anybody tripping.
No. No.
He's talking about you.
I know who he's talking about.
Thank you for clarifying, Drew. Big shot here for Hewitt. Oh, wow. Hear the groan from the crowd telling the story there. Great shot, leaves a solid 9.
There's a lot of those this weekend.
A lot of solid pins on great shots costing people stuff today. We gave out a lot of plaques this weekend, but we could have given out a lot of rings. A solid 9 stopped Blake Paris, solid 10 stopped Curtis Lindemann. A bunch of 290s and 280s, no 300s. Obviously not going to be here either, but who will win the tournament? So Hewitt leads by 8 right now. Myers can retake the lead by 1 if he can strike here in his 9th frame. I'm going to go out on the limb and say if he does strike here, you're going to hear it. I think you're going to hear it if he doesn't strike too, actually. Ooh, wow. Just like Brittany, that shot could have been disaster. Instead, breaks up the split at least. But again, the body language telling the story. I think he liked that off his hand. And disappointed to see that result. So Travis cannot lose the tournament on the bench. No matter what Mark does, Travis is going to have a chance to step up in the 10th and win it. First things first, cover your spare. Still shoots his spares two-handed and gives me a heart attack every time. Him and Belmonte, I don't know how they do the two-handed spares on the corner, right side corner pins, but he's obviously very good at it. 3 strikes in the 10th here gives him 218. That would force Hewitt to get 2 strikes in the 10th. With an 8-pin difference, essentially whatever Mark does, Travis will have to match. Count could come into play here as well. Beautiful shot there from Myers. That was a key shot for Mark because it holds the count no matter what now. So now Travis will have to at least mark to win the tournament. Myers strikes here. Travis will need to double. If Myers gets strike 9, I should say, Travis will need to double. Fell off at a... Yep. Just fell off at a pinch there. Started high, stayed high, doesn't get the 4-pin to trip. This ball, irrelevant. Covers it up for a clean 208. An excellent effort, but the title rests in Travis Hewitt's hands. One good shot away from notching title number 2. Here we go.
He's a winner. Got it out there.
Whoa! People left and right of me thought that ball was great off his hand. It looked great until about 56 feet, and then it looked for all the world like the big 4. The 4-6 gives up and caves in and gives Hewitt the win. Wow! Well, Mark doesn't get the good break to trip out his 4-pin. Travis gets a phenomenal break to trip out his 4-pin. He nods. He heard me saying that back there. And Travis, a very knowledgeable student of the game. He knows he caught a good break right there. Second win, great bowling by all 4 finalists. Well done, guys. Keep watching our videos, folks.